guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode, and as many of you know, there's a brand new 16-inch MacBook Pro in the studio. Many of you also know the ridiculous or exuberant price that goes along with this guy. Obviously, that's not too practical, and I've actually partnered with Best Buy on today's episode to find an option that's just more realistic for more people. I went into one of their stores as we're approaching the holidays, and it's my usual go-to spot when I'm buying tech gifts for, say, my friends or family, and I landed on a device that's within that 500 US, 750 Canadian price range, which I think a lot more people can afford. And we do have a winner, which I did walk out with. This is the Asus Chromebook Flip, and for most people, when they're looking for a laptop, their primary needs are obviously word processing, surfing the net, watching multimedia, and using it for light use. You don't need a $10,000 MacBook Pro to crunch your 8K red edits. Most of us don't have that heavy or as crazy of a workload, and a guy like this, totally fine, and of course my math skills, 1/5, 1/6 of the price, which I think is the biggest selling point. And the big thing about Chromebooks, a lot of you will probably say, yeah, there's cheaper options out there, $300-400, but those are usually made out of plastic and they just feel cheap. Asus doesn't really cut any corners, and this feels just as premium as, say, my MacBook Pro. The build quality made completely out of aluminum, so it's got some really nice heft to it. The hinge mechanism at the back has been great over the past couple months that I've used it. You do have the option to have it open as a regular laptop, but hence the name, the Flip. You can have that in a tent orientation, or if you want, you can flip it all the way to create a standalone tablet. It's a bit large and heavy for a dedicated tablet. I'd stick to the first two modes. So if you are using it as a traditional laptop, this is where it's great for, say, word processing, browsing the net. The keyboard, which is one of my favorites on a Chromebook, actually reminds me of my older MacBook Air with just way more travel. The trackpad, I think, could be a tad bit larger. It's got a 14-inch display, which I think is its selling point. You can see how vibrant it is. You can also catch how small the bezels are around each of the sides. I know we've had another laptop where all the hype is being how thin those bezels are. This guy kind of fits into that 13-inch laptop form factor, but still, of course, having a large display. As it is a Chromebook, it's naturally running Chrome OS, and this OS has really grown on me the past year, especially when I have devices like this, which I either take to work or I'm doing a ton more emails. I gravitate towards these guys more than, say, a heavier and beefier device. Great for productivity or multimedia use. I watch most of my YouTube content off of this guy, or even, say, movies, a bit of Netflix, even a bit of Disney Plus. For those of you that have seen the new Mandalorian movie, let me know how that is. It's been super quick and snappy, and with the advancement of Chrome OS and the availability of apps of, say, like Lightroom, I can edit photos on this guy exactly like I do on a machine that's 2, 3, 5 times the price. Ports or I/O on the side, it's still got some of the OGs, USB-A, headphone jack, you've got 2 USB-C ports to charge. It's got the on and off button as well as a volume rocker on the side, so when you do have it, say, in tablet or tent mode, it does feel like a dedicated tablet. It doesn't feel too weird. It's a device that I think Asus hits a home run with, and not just for my own review, but I've seen a ton of other people on the net that have praised the Flipbook. It is on the pricier end of Chromebooks, but I don't think they make any compromises, especially with build, which is the biggest thing that I think sometimes you do see in Chrome OS devices. I think it'll be a big hit for the holidays, and hopefully you guys enjoyed an option that is more affordable to way more of you guys that watch these vids. Of course, you guys know where to pick this up. Big thanks to, again, Best Buy, whether that's in store or at bestbuy.ca. Make sure to check them out for all of your tech holiday needs, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or vlogs. Peace.